Hey Davis, welcome back to DTV. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Natalie, and today we will be discussing Red Ribbon Week,
Culture,
student life,
and politics.
In the news this week, the annual food drive will be going on through November 18th. Bring your donations to your second period class. The top 3 classes will win a breakfast cooked for them by the administration.
FAFSA night will be tonight from 3 to 7 p.m.
Tomorrow is the Red Ribbon Week Assembly. This year's keynote speaker is a 2016 Olympian, Jared Ward. Here's Billy with the story.
Jared Ward grew up here in Tazewell and attended Davis High. Now, he's an Olympian. He ran the marathon in the Rio 2016 Olympics and got 6th place. It took a lot of time and practice to make it to where he is now.
I would say I started getting serious about it about my junior year in high school, and so that was back in 2005. So it's been a few years. I took a 2-year break to serve a mission, and I always liked running before then, but I wouldn't say I focused on it competitively until about then. It's been, and now, a couple years at Davis, a couple years on a mission, 5 years at BYU, and now it's been 2 or 2.5 years since graduating BYU. So it's just, it's been a fun journey, but it just seems to keep going.
Running the marathon can be a challenge, as it is running for 26 miles non-stop.
It takes some good fortune, like healthy at the right time and a good race on the right day. After I had qualified in the marathon, I was out at the Olympic trials in Eugene watching the track trials. And so I had already qualified. I was just kind of there as a spectator, and I was watching as people who were supposed to make it didn't make it, and as other surprise runners made it in. And I realized how fragile making an Olympic team can be. It's only every 4 years, and you got to be healthy in the right year, and you got to have a right race on the right day, or that's it. And so it takes a good amount of, just good fortune and good timing.
There are lots of factors that go into qualifying for the Olympics.
The marathon is one of those events where, you get gradually better as you have years on top of years of consistency. And so it just takes, having been diligently excited about running for the last number of years and kind of that mileage piling up on my legs to put me in a position where I could do it. It's not one of those events where you can choose to do it, the year before the Olympics and then say, I'm going to get really fit and get ready and go and do it. So I was blessed to have good coaching, from years leading into it. Supportive parents at a young age, just a lot of good people around me to help make it possible. The good exposure and the kind of the opportunities that I got because of running here really fueled that passion.
Jared Ward has represented Utah well and will continue to impress everyone. I'm Billy reporting for DTV.
If you have not seen the fall musical Mary Poppins, the performance will continue through this Saturday. Tickets are $5 and can be purchased at dhsarts.com. I'm Alexandria reporting for DTV.
Anyone who is taking driver's ed second semester needs to get their permit so when they take the class they will be ready to drive.
College week is going on, and colleges will be here during lunch to answer any questions.
Hi Davis, this is Dallin Hawkins. This week with Student Life, I would like to introduce Emma Nilsson for our next Humans of Davis High.
Well, I first started reading when I was in 1st or 2nd grade. I remember not having a lamp in my bedroom, so I would sit in the doorway of my room and use the hallway lamp to read, and I would get this awful kink in my neck every time I read. But I still bore through it because I had this awesome love for reading. So I really love reading because I can always transport myself to a different universe, and I'm always stuck in a different world, and it's really fun. To be honest, I think I know the history of Middle Earth better than I know the history of our Earth. One thing that people never expect from me when they meet me is that I'm really out of the blue funny sometimes. I'll crack a joke that no one expects to hear from me because I'm really quiet. I started trumpet in 7th grade when I chose between the cello and some band instrument. And I don't know why I chose trumpet, but it was something that I'm glad I did. And I've met so many awesome other trumpet players. I've met so many people through the instrument that I play that it's great, and I love it.
We had such a great response to our last political segment and decided to do a follow-up story now that the elections are over. Here's Spencer with the story.
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing. I have a huge company. And I always say I'm not having Oreos anymore, which is true.
Well, that hurts my feelings.
I love the poorly educated.
And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House! Ah!
This election has been historic, unlike any other we've ever seen. Here's what students would describe the election as in one word.
Unorthodox.
Bombastic.
Neat. Reality television.
No.
Fired.
Chaos.
A joke.
Triggered.
Divisive.
Different.
Heartening.
Disgrace.
Ball.
Annoying.
Shocking.
Suck. Useless.
Dysfunctional.
Exciting.
Sad.
Nah.
Surprising. Surprising. Surprising.
Hungry.
Fantastic. Dirty.
After a heated race and overcoming a huge difference in the polls, Donald Trump has become the president-elect of the United States of America. Trump will be inaugurated on January 20th, 2017, and the real estate mogul is the oldest person ever elected to a first presidential term. Republicans have also won the House and Senate in close races, which gives them complete control of Washington for the first time since '06. In Trump's victory speech Wednesday morning, he encouraged Americans to unite behind their leaders, promised to rebuild America's infrastructure, thanked Secretary Clinton for her service, and thanked his supporters for helping him achieve victory. The message is the same from Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, that this country needs unity. This has been Spencer, reporting for DTV.
If you have any story ideas, contact our advisor at thall@dsdmail.net or come to room 2800.
Remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or visit our website at davishighnews.com.
I'm Natalie.
And I'm Jacob.
And this is DTV.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days, but now what's to stop?
Blah, 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 blah.